Have you ever sat in history class thinking, what's the point of what I'm learning, and how does this affect my life today? Whilst the significance of some historical topics such as the World Wars or slavery are abundantly clear, there are others which are frequently taught in classrooms which have a less obvious importance. A topic that may seem remote to the glancing eye is the French Revolution, especially if you don't reside in France. So, what does a lady telling people to eat cake in the 1700s have to do with life today? Firstly, the French Revolution has had major geopolitical ramifications, the likes of which make it an imperative topic of study, especially when understanding the modern history of Europe. The late 1700s led not only to the tumultuous events of the revolution itself, but to other incidences of historical importance, such as the rise of Napoleon, the Napoleonic Wars, and the Haitian Revolution. Even outside of France and its former colonies, events in the 19th and early 20th century, such as the unification of Italy and Germany, or revolutionary sentiments in Russia, are easier understood in the context of the French Revolution. The magnitude of the French Revolution makes it an unavoidable topic if you want to understand anything in not just European, but global history in the 19th century. The ideas and sentiments stemming from the French Revolution acted as in some cases a trigger, and in others an inspiration to further revolutions. The most clear and obvious example of this is the Haitian Revolution in 1791, which was also of major historical significance. This ended up with the formation of the freed slave state Haiti, and this sent shockwaves around the world. The events in Haiti cannot be understood outside the context of the French Revolution. And even the leaders of the Latin American Wars of Independence, such as Simón Bolívar, took inspiration from the ideals promoted by the French Revolution. Although it would not be sensible to attribute the French Revolution as the sole inspiration for the Latin American Wars of Independence, it certainly played a crucial role in the causing of several historical events that have shaped today's global map. The most pertinent of reasons as to why the French Revolution is studied so prevalently today are the ideals and principles that arose from the revolution. The slogan Liberty, Equality, Fraternity, and the Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen gave rise to the pursuit of universal human rights such as freedom of expression, freedom of religion, and that all men are innocent until proven guilty. The revolution brought the everyday Frenchman who previously had no voice into the political sphere. Now, although the revolution itself didn't give rise to a utopia of equality, the principles promoted by the revolution were arguably the beginnings of a slow journey to universal suffrage. The bringing to the fore of principles that we hold so dear today is perhaps the most important thing that we can take from the French Revolution. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe.